Hello there, people of the Anglo-Saxon, Germanic, Norse layout of the Adesata, folks of Fanes of Fensida, brothers and sisters of a Klingers Half and folks of Fingers Half. I said I weren't going to come on this week for the next chapter of the Havermal. Obviously I ain't going to be on tomorrow because I've got my partner stopping. My with friend, my shield, my wife man with friend shield maiden, my partner, stop him. So I won't be on tomorrow. I don't know, I'll get the urge to come on more after a shift for some reason. And today's shift went really well, so I woke up late and it was a lovely surprise, although I know we Anglican don't really celebrate Hallows Eve and the Celtic Festival is Samhain. But Dad having Celtic blood on his side, he does celebrate it more. I'm going to put it as it is, and it was nice to see the festive traditional stuff of the year hanging in our lounge again in our front room. It was really nice. We celebrate Winterfilith, meaning winter moon, meaning winter month, winter season, start of winter in Old English. We also celebrate, Elf Block, Tom of the Whites and the Elves, which I covered in a previous Havermal show explaining the time of the wheel. Excuse me. So I won't be going too much into that again. Elf Block can include dweorgs and other, Lighty Otten, Inner Guard being some other realms. And of course the elves. We also discovered that in Anglo-Saxon, mythology in our ways, it's not just Ossengodda, known as Asgard, or Freyd's Hall, or Freyal's Hall, depending on who you believe it is. The Hall of Couples you can go to. In our ways, we believe there's ways to get to Wanaham, also known as Vanheim in Norse, Alfam, where Ingri's Hall is, with the elves. We believe you can get into other realms, depending if you are worthy. All of these realms will, of course, be involved in Orlingstund, also known as Ragnarok. So who knows where you'll be worthy of and ending up. I know in Norse mythology the belief is Ossengarda or Hallam, also known to you as Halheim, Asgard or Halheim, Hallam, Ossengarda. We do believe there are ways to get into the other realms as well. But that's our Anglo-Saxon belief and our path. That's how we see it in the Klingers Half. This was read at the Elf Blot on this Saturday just gone, and I must say, he wishes to be called Lee Blotter, or see him as a more elder blotter, with our former elder blotter being our more spiritual leader, by going solitary. But he did a fantastic job in this past blot, as he always does. He done a brilliant job in leading this just past blot. So the Elf Flush Winterfilith blot, he did such a good job. I'm in a really good mood tonight. Work went really well. Sorry, I know I'm babbling on a bit. I had support, I got all the cleaning done, got all the main priorities done. And this is how it should be at work, nobody wants to go. Yeah, we're in a bad world as it is, nobody needs the pressure. Financial problems are bad for a lot of people at the moment with it all going. In fact, no, I don't want to go into that because it's politics, but sorry, I'm babbling on. I'll snap out of that quick now. So, but those who live in this realm of this land of Anglia, our blessed land of Anglia, now modernly, there's a lot of darkness, and in the realm of Midgard as well, for reasons I won't go too deep into. You should all have an idea. And And then you don't need people, you know, telling you to calm down and change yourself, because you don't change yourself. You enslave yourself to a system that tells you should change yourself, and that is a load of rubbish. So we don't change ourselves. We are who we are, and we're proud of our paths. I will say that, but you know, the work was really good today. It was nice to have the support and get everything done, instead of me struggling to do everything, losing me rag, and you know, getting told off. But anyway, I'm gonna do what I set out to do. It's the Havermal show. I'm only going to read 2 chapters. I know I should do a few more because I haven't been on the last 2 days, but I'm going to stick to the 2 so I don't overwhelm myself. And I'll just come on. I think that when days when I don't come on, it could be because, you know, I'm in a bit of a bad patch in my path, or, you know, I need to rest. But I'm coming on today because I'm having a pretty good day, although it's nearly done. So we're on 97 and 98, and we'll do that. We'll do 97 and 98, and then we will call it an evening, wherever it is where you are. So here we go. Check for spiders, because I'm not good with spiders. Always do a spider check in the room. And it looks pretty clear, so here we go. As always, those that watch it, well, like I said in the last show, I'm not going to, for those who watch it, you know how I do this now. Braythorpe Bellows, oldest of English tongue, in modern English, and it comes more clear through when you get through to Bellows, through Thorpe, so here we go. I'm not going to sit there explain how it works. If you watch it, you watch it. If you don't, you need to. You've got some catching up to do, so here we go. So, yep, chapter 97. Billing's daughter I found on her bed, fairer than sunlight sleeping, and then sweets of lordship seemed to me. Nought save I lived with that lovely form. Yeah, okay. Thorpe puts it as Billing's lass, on her couch I found, sun bright sleeping. A prince's joy to me seemed nought. To me seemed nought. If not with that form to live. Bellows puts it as Billing's daughter I found on her bed, in slumber bright as the sun. In slumber bright as the sun. Empty appeared an earl's estate, without that form so fair. So basically, it sounds like a maiden that is found sleeping on a bed or on a couch, as Thorpe puts it, sleeping on an element of her furniture, is very bright, probably meaning very beautiful, very relaxed, very happy. In her slumber, she slumbers on her bed. I can't actually put this together. So she's sleeping. He's probably gazing over her, admiring her. It's probably the maiden that he loves, that the warrior that Woden speaks of. Without that form so fair. Maybe he's saying about that form so fair, so maybe she's more cute. Maybe he's describing her as more cute and beautiful, sleeping and awake. And maybe he's saying who knows what her personality's like when she's awakened. That's probably what he's getting at. Chapter 98, same order again. I'm not repeating it, so let's do it. If you've watched my Havermal shows, I don't need to keep, Braythorpe Bellows, let's do it. Yet nearer evening, come thou Odin, or Woden, if thou wilt woo a maiden. All were undone, save 2 you alone, such a secret dead of shame. Thought puts it as, yet nearer eve must thou Woden come, if thou wilt talk the maiden over. All will be disastrous, unless we alone are privy so much misdeed. Bellows puts it as, Woden again at evening come, if a woman thou wouldest win, evil it were if others than we. Should we know of not sin, was he used the word sin? Should he know of such I prefer the word misdeed. He uses sin, Bellows. He tries to word it different to the other two, but shame or misdeed, I'm going to go with shame. Should he know of such shame? I'm not using that word sin, it's so Christian or Extian. You know, where you know, this is a heathen thing I'm doing. So I'm not using that word. Sorry, Bellows, I'm not using the word sin. So it sounds like this may be in the time of the Wild Hunt, which to us Anglican Anglo-Saxons is January. To the Norse, it's December, between December, January. It's all heavily debated around the time of December, January. To us, it's January, the Wild Hunt time. That's actually what we know as after Yule. Afra Yaela, it's pronounced in Anglo-Saxon Anglican. And it sounds like that Woden, you know, is descending to Midgard as he would after Yaela. If thou wouldst win, if a woman thou wouldst win, probably wouldn't win. Evil it were if others than we don't know of such shame. If, you know, he could be coming down, you know, to sort you out, you may have done something against his ways if you're a believer. Sounds like that's what he's saying, you know. Maybe they're asking him for guidance in hard times. That could be another way they're putting it. Who knows? It's for you guys to decide. Have they been naughty? Has he come down to sort them out? Or have they asked him down for guidance? The way it's put, either way, that could be what it's on about. And they mentioned the word evil. It would sound to me like that's actually, you know, really they've managed to find a way to summon him down to help for guidance. So there we go. Heading into chapter 99 to the big 100. That is another chapter down. There we go. Covered a lot of chapters with this. And I think I've babbled on quite a bit tonight. So sorry, that's my threats. So I ain't gonna keep you guys for too long. I'm gonna say, we had the honour to be, the wisdom to know, and the knowledge to care. As the forebears did, so shall we. Wassail hell, drink ale, and you know. I am Eorman Rich Nicholson, and thank you for watching. Thank you. See you later. Good night, good day, afternoon, wherever it is where you are in our lovely realm of Midgard that sadly is possessed by much darkness at the moment. Due to a land in particular I don't need to mention, due to politics, but I think we all know. The common denominator of all times are once again so dark. And there are still lots of play going around, but we keep positive because Yale, Yule, or to the Celts, they know it as Albanarthon, is on the way. Hallows Eve, I know the Celts, it's more Celtic things, Samhain, as they call it. We don't really celebrate it, but I do love the time of winter, Philip, Elfblock. Alright, tell you as it is, I do traditional stuff. And if my uncle's well enough and the family get together, I will do, you know, stuff with them. As I know, you know, they will hopefully join us in Frith for our festivals, once, hopefully when my uncle's back on his feet. You know, I do love the traditions of sewing, although we're not meant to celebrate it, but it's, you know, it's basically what we do at Yale. Another reason I look forward to it is because I've got it off work. I know this year. Well, no, not actually, no, because on the moon, I think the full moon, I think it falls on a day off. We'll have a weekend to celebrate Yale, and I'm going to try and get the modern festival of Boxing Day off. Well, at least I'm hoping, because I know I'll have to work the Christian version of it, the 25th. Oh, pardon me. I'm trying to get the calendar solstice off the 21st, but again, my boss has told me she'll even have to get back to me on that one because of how close it is. It falls on Woden's Day, which of course is one of my set days of work. But she said it should be fine, and I've obviously got my partner's birthday off, which is December 14th. So, you know, there are good times, and I just wish. I like to plan ahead, I like to know what's going on, and the more I can pretty much predict, the more comfortable I feel. That's the way I am. You know, nobody can see into the future unless you're Woden, the Elfeder, but I like to have an idea of, you know, what I can and can't do. That's the problem with work. They depending on who's leading the job as well, they will. You know, I've worked for people that, oh no, you can't do this, you're not allowed to do that, I'm not letting you do that. And I'm at the point now where, well, actually, I've got religious events going on. You wouldn't say no to a certain individual religious group. I'm not going to mention the religion because I will probably be taken down for, but without going political. But I've got my ways, and I hope not, you know, people and work or whatever will respect them, as I will respect all cultures. But it's got to work both ways, like holding frith in a path, and basically mean holding peace with a path. You respect our ways, we'll respect yours. You know. But if you're going to make that hard, we will bite back. And if you know, I'm not going to let anyone stand in the way of my Anglican path because I'm truly strong and I believe it, and it's what we do. I'm proud of a Klingers half. I'm very proud of that path and part. I'm very proud of my halfsman, Klingers half, and the rest of the layout. You know, Tally, and he's got a bit of work to do, but very proud of Tally as well in my fingers half. He's trying his best. We'll try and support you as much as we can, Tally. You know, I'm very proud of my local area, my forebears at the Arasata, who were Mercians under Ickle, but they settled along the Arrow, and Saita means settlers. Arrow, settlers. Arrow Saita, and I'm very proud of these Mercians that lived here, and they also believed to have a few, you know, local Britons that stayed here, live among them, in their, you know, and, you know, where it was like having same area, just, you know, different sort of leaders, if that makes sense, you know, just a different person to answer to. Who would have been the Arasata, the Mercians that moved where I am now. So there's an island up the road. I believe it's an old crannog in Batchley Pond. That's actually named after Earl Batcher, Alderman Batcher, or what they call them, Alderman, Leidman, I think is the more even word. I'm very blessed to say, without sounding cocky, in my half, I'm, you know, sworn in as a layman. I'm proud of that. And like our forebears, we didn't lead. I don't believe any of my forebears under the heathen ways led. Do as I say, do this or else. We're not like that. I always have a saying, our forebears are level-headed, and they decided as a Witten, and you know, they were leaders of the people. They worked with the people. They asked what they got a general for, you know, a general vote. They never just went, not like the government, well, without getting political, not like our so-called leaders today, where they go, oh right, this is it, bang, this is what's happening. No, the people got a say, and that's what we need back in this modern day. And we're trying our best to keep these ways alive. It's what we believe in. We truly believe in this. and I'm proud of it. I'm very proud of it. Trust me. And I want to thank my lead blotter, Chris, for teaching me all of this, you know. And you know, my Halfman Wolfman Ian, Laderman Wolfman Ian, our other half brother, me and Reese have been on this path together with them. And you know, we got our carpenter Steph, he's a good lad, he is, as well, Steph. And we've got our halfsman Amy, who can't be there as much. And we've had a couple of my friends hold fifth as well. And we've got halfsman James, who obviously can't be there as much, like a bit like Amy because of work commitments and stuff, and family. And the Kimblat, I've obviously had Gareth holding fifth as well. We've got to get him down to, you know, a half blot and get him, you know, get him sworn in as a halfsman, not a layman, but a halfsman, like the others, and then he can be part of the Clingers half too. So yeah, sorry about all the babbling on. Just a few key points, and I hope you've enjoyed the Havermal show. That was a bit of a long one tonight, wasn't it? I just like to babble on a bit, I ain't gonna lie. No, night, guys. See you later.